Hi guys, and welcome back to Reed's Readers with your host, Clinton Reed. Now, I know I haven't filmed a video in a while. I apologize. Life's been a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. This is possibly a new setup. Don't know 100% yet if this is how it's gonna be just yet. If you hear any noises, sorry, I got distracted by noises. You can probably hear the fan above me. It's a little hot right here. And you might hear my roommate playing Destiny in the background in his room. Whatever. Don't care. One, what do y'all think of this new gorgeousness? It's not 100% yet, but I like where it's going. So, I know I'm a little late doing this tag, but I really wanted to do this tag because I've got some books that I want to talk about. I will tell you, I wrote down the questions, but I have not prepared any answers. I haven't even went and gotten the books yet. So this will be an adventure. But I am going to bring with you guys today the 2020 Midyear Book Freakout Tag. Because, why not? So, this is what y'all are here for. I'm gonna just go ahead and give ya that. Alright, so let's get into this tag. Question number 1 is the best book you have read so far in 2020. This is the whole reason I was waiting to do this tag, because I was waiting for my copy to come in. And that would be The Brave by James Byrd. This is now probably my favorite book of all time. Just one look at it. Like, take in this gorgeousness. Take in this pretty, like, oh, they did such a good job. I read the arc, I do believe, back at the beginning of June. And this book had me sobbing for hours on end. So, this is by James Byrd. Everyone knows who my favorite female author is. Adriana Mather, the author of Killing November. James Byrd is her husband. So, not surprising that this was my favorite. This is an amazing book. But this book is about... I'm just going to read what it says on the inside because I don't think I can sum it up without giving spoilers. Colin can't help himself. He has a unique condition that leads him to count every letter spoken to him. It's a quirk that makes him a prime target for bullies and a continual frustration to the adults around him, including his father. When Colin is asked to leave yet another school, his dad decides to send him to live in Minnesota with the mother he's never met. She is Ojibwe and lives on a reservation. Colin arrives in Duluth, I think that's how you pronounce that town, Duluth with his loyal dog Seven, and quickly finds his mom and his new home to be warm, welcoming, and accepting of his condition. Colin's quirk is matched by that of his neighbor Orinda, a girl who lives mostly in her treehouse and believes she is turning into a butterfly. With Orinda's help, Colin works hard to overcome his challenges. His real tests come when he must step up for his new friend and trust his new family. Just gorgeousness will wrap you in a hug, will make you bawl. And yes, this is actually labeled middle grade. I don't read a lot of middle grade, but I feel like this is a book. It is written, it's an own voices author. James Byrd is Ojibwe, so he took some of his own experiences and his own tells to tell this gorgeous story of these two gorgeous characters. So, I'm gonna stop gushing about that book for right now. So, question number 2 is the best sequel you've read so far in 2020. Now, this one is tied with 2 of my all-time favorites. Can you guess? I'm gonna have to pull both off as a shelf. The first one being, obviously, Hunting November by Adriana Mather. Duh. And then A Heart So Fierce and Broken by Bridget Kimmerer. However you say it. I'm a little rusty. Hunting November is the sequel to Killing November, which is about a girl named November who is mysteriously sent to a school for assassins. And I can't say any more than that. A Heart So Fierce and Broken is the sequel to A Curse So Dark and Lonely, one of my favorite fantasy series. It's a Beauty and the Beast retelling where the Beauty character has cerebral palsy. And both these books introduced new characters that have warmed my heart. Both are 5 out of 5. Both are like second favorite book of the year and third favorite book of the year. So, yeah. We're just gonna leave those like that. And, because I don't want to give too many spoilers. Number 3 is a new release that I haven't got to yet, but I really want to. I have a few choices for this. I can pull it out. Bell of the Dark by Caleb Roehrig. Gay Vampires. Ew. Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. Camp by Elsie Rawson. Stay Gold by Tobley McSmith. And where's the other one? Clap When You Land by Elizabeth Acevedo. These are like the only ones that I can think of off the top of my head that are new to this year that I haven't gotten to yet. Yeah. My most anticipated release for the second half of the year. I'm going to say Wicked Kingdom by Carrie Maniscalco. The Cousins by Karen M. McManus. Those are the only 2, like, really big ones that come to mind. I do believe Caleb Roehrig has another book coming out. Possibly. And I know Curse of Dark and Lonely has another book, but that's January, so... Oh, Cemetery Boys by Aidan Thomas. Surrender Your Sons by, I'm blanking on his name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. So, my biggest disappointment this year would have to go to Boy Meets Boy by David Levithan. It's a really cute story, and I know I've read it before and I gave it 5 stars. I would have given it 5 stars back in high school, and it's groundbreaking for what it is, but something about that book just did not sit right with me, so... biggest surprise, I have 2 books to throw at you that come to mind. Actually, we'll go 3. We'll go 3 books to talk about. First being Cinderella is Dead by Kaylin Barron. Excuse me, by Kaylin Byron. This book takes place 200 years after the Cinderella fantasy happens. The not fantasy, fairy tale happens. And the main character, Sophie, is being forced to go to a ball. Like all the other girls in the thing are forced to go to a ball, to be chosen by a man, to be married, and has to do everything they want you to do. Well, Sophie doesn't want to marry a man. She'd rather marry her best friend, Erin, who's a girl. I will tell you, this book took me on a ride. And I need more Kaylin Byron in my life. I have pre-ordered the British copy that comes out in August because I want the British cover too. Because I have the American in this ARC form, and I just want the British cover to go with it. Because both are stunning. Both need appreciation. This will end, like all three of these will end up on my top 20 of 2020 year. Next is Black Flamingo by Dean Atta. This is told in verse about a boy who is half white, half black. Wait, isn't he half? Yeah, he's half Jamaican, half Greek, Cypriot, and he lives in London. And he's gay. And this is a story about how the discovery of drag helps him come to terms with who he is as a person. That is like the easiest way to sum up this book without giving away too much. And the American hardback has flamingos on it. It's fucking phenomenal. And the last big surprise, which this book just feels like I read it years ago now. It feels with everything that's happening this year. And that was Only Mostly Devastated by Sophie Gonzalez. This is a queer retelling of the movie Grease. That's all I'm going to say, because that's what I went into it knowing. And this little book punched me in the heart, wrapped me up. I cried, I laughed, everything. Just everything. That's all I'm going to say. New favorite author or debut or new to you. So, I'm gonna mention two new fave authors. Auto-buy authors for me are Karen M. McManus, who wrote One of Us is Lying, One of Us is Next, and Two Can Keep a Secret, and I can't wait for the Cousins. And I'm also going to shout out my new favorite male author, Caleb Rarig. He has now been solidified as my favorite, besides Adriana, Caleb. It goes Adriana, then Caleb. Sorry, James Patterson. The first book of his that I read was Death Prefers Blondes, which Melanie kindly sent me from Completely Melanie. And this is about jewel thieving drag queens. I've read this now twice this year. And just, this is everything. I didn't know a book could touch my heart as much, and an author could hit me so well. So I went on to reading White Rabbit, which gave 5 stars as well. Last Seen Leaving, which I gave 5 stars. I still need to get to A Werewolf in Riverdale, and I need to get to Fellow the Dark. I read his short story in the arc of the queer collection that came out this year. I still need to read his short story in the Edgar Allan Poe retelling short story collection. Just, Caleb is Phenomenal. Phenomenal. If you have not read Caleb Roerig, I'm gonna need y'all to catch up and get on my level. Thank you, Mel, for introducing me to someone phenomenal. And when y'all see this video, our live show is tomorrow on Saturday, the 25th of July at 2 p.m., where we are going to be discussing the group read for Summertime Reads, which is Death Prefers Blondes, with Caleb Roerig. And I think I'm going to fangirl and freak the fuck out. Just saying. Newest fictional, number 8 is newest fictional crush. I had an answer to this, and I'm trying to remember which book. Oh, okay, I have an answer for this, and I have to go with it. Technically not a new character to me because it was from a sequel, but we gotta go with Gray from A Heart So Fierce and Broken. This gave us more of Gray and Gray's perspective, and everyone needs a Gray in their life. That's all I'm gonna say. Number 9 is newest favorite character. I'm gonna go with characters from 2 separate books. Colin and Orinda from The Brave, love them, but I'm also gonna say the entire drag, the Jewel Thieving drag queens, Margot. Wow, my brain is spacing. Dallas, Margot. No, not Dallas. Margot. Why can't I think of y'all's names? Axel, Margot, Liesel, Leaf, Jaquan. I feel like I said the wrong names, but I'm tired. But the entire friend group in this reminds me a lot of my drag family and how we interact and how much my sisters mean to me. Technically, we have an honorary member of the drag family that doesn't even do drag, my roommate, and how much he means to me too, so this reminds me of them. So we're just gonna move on. A book that made me cry, I have 2. The Brave shattered my soul. Just ripped it out and threw it away. And so did a scene in Only Mostly Devastated. We're just gonna move on from there. Number 11 is a book that made you happy. I have 2, which I've already discussed. Black Flamingo. By the end of it, I felt like I just got hugged and accepted. Cinderella's Dead. These are the 2 that have made me the happiest. Like, when I finished, I was just smiling. Hell, you can even add Death Prefers Blondes and say this pink, purple array of books is what made me happy. My fave book to movie adaptation that I've seen this year, I don't think I've watched that many. P.S. I Still Love You? Did that come out this year? Book 2 for, To All the Boys I Loved Before? Did that movie come out this year? If so, that's my answer. So just yeah. My favorite review / video I've done this year, honestly, all of them. I'm proud of any content that I put out just because I know I'm the type of person with the mentality of I could give this up at any point and just forget about it, but I don't want to. And me continuing to talk to you guys is what brings me joy. So, most beautiful book you've gotten this year. Can I name 3 books? The Brave, or 4, let's go 4. The Brave is stunning cover. Heart So Fierce and Broken, stunning cover. Clap When You Land. Under the Dust Jacket. One side looks like that, the other side looks like that. Can we say stunning? Stunning! And Black Flamingo. This cover just sums him up. And I'm just gonna go again. Fucking flamingos. You put flamingos on something and I'm gonna be like, what? I'm there. I don't know what it is, but flamingos just make a person happy. And I'm just gonna go with that. And what books do you need to read before the end of the year? Can I say all of them? Let's just say, I'm gonna do a list of a few of them. Reverie by Ryan LaSala. Clap When You Land by Elizabeth Acevedo. The Fell of the Dark by Caleb Roehrig. I just recently got the 5th season by N. Kang Jemisin and have been told amazing things about it. I also got this for my birthday, The Inexplicable Logic of My Life, and we all know how much Aristotle and Dante discovered secrets of the universe. I loved Camp, Stay Gold, everything else that I have on these shelves. So that is this is the version that I found on YouTube. Now there's many versions of this, and everybody does it. Like, I know there's questions like favorite booktuber and stuff like that. I feel like every booktuber needs to be promoted. If you make bookish content and I haven't seen your videos, comment down below your links and tell me. I want you guys to introduce me to new booktubers. I don't want to have to introduce you guys to them because we're all here. You probably have already heard of the ones that I love and some of the new ones that I have found that are just phenomenal. I praise all of them. So that's where I'm gonna leave you guys. Excuse me. I'm gonna put these books away. But remember, kids, reading is what's fundamental. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up, and if you're new, hit that subscribe. I promise to do better. July has just been a really weird month. This year has been a really weird year. But that's all I've got for you guys. So bye. And because I don't remember where the remote is, because of moving, I'm gonna have to come up here. Ugh. Ta